Good evening, everybody. It's your Uncle Chuck back again with another live. This one is going to be really quick. I am going to just give you my opinion about how the Filipino Music Awards went, what I think, what I thought about it, and how it ended, and my opinion as a whole to the whole award event, award giving show, because it's the very first ever Filipino Music Awards. So, as you know, I went there and saw the entire thing. And before I even begin, I want to give huge congratulations to SB19 for winning a total of six. Actually, scratch that, a total of seven awards, guys, because technically Justin's award counts. Okay, so the awards that SB19 won are the following. Let's see here. Pop Song of the Year, Dunka. People's Choice Artist, People's Choice Song, Dunka. Tour of the Year, the Saw World Tour. Concert of the Year, Saw Kickoff. Artist of the Year, SB19. And then the seventh, Best Folk Song, which is Sampung Mga Daliri by Diwata and Justin. So technically, SB19 didn't only win six, they won seven. Now the title of the video is not clickbait, guys. I really found it awkward, and you're gonna know shortly. Okay, there are a few things because I want to say because I just want because I'm a dude with a lot of opinions. That's why I have a reaction channel. So the first thing that I noticed was I mean, it makes sense because the Filipino Music Awards, the word Filipino is in there, which means the word Filipino time also applies. So when we got our tickets, the show was indicated to start at 6 p.m. The show started at around 8:15, almost 8:30. So yeah, a typical Filipino, but it's all right. So that's one thing. I guess we need to be better at that because I saw there are a few foreigners that went there that actually stood for a long time outside the entrance of the of the arena, and they were just standing there awkwardly because I don't know what's taking so long, but it took us 2 hours before we got in. So that's one thing I noticed. I hope it gets better next time. And when the show started, I this is not really bad per se because this is something that is required for the show. I one awkward thing that I noticed are the awkward pauses during the show when it started. All throughout the show, actually, there is multiple pauses because the show is made for TV, guys. If you don't know, you're going to see the entire show on the 25th, I guess. I'm not so sure. I could be wrong, guys, but it will be a delayed telecast in TV5. We will be able to see the entire show. So very excited how it's gonna turn out because the show is really great. Okay, I was very nervous at first, to be honest with you guys, because I feared that it might be another Billboard, the Billboard thing wherein everything was just a mess because the magazines were from Billboard, some magazines, right, that were required to be purchased to get some tickets. So I was very nervous, but I am here to tell you guys that the show went actually well. So there were just a little bit of awkward pauses because again, it was made for TV. So yeah, there were multiple instances where the host would say her spiel, and she'll say it again, and I got caught off guard at first. I thought it was like, oh, what? Why did she do that again? It was actually a second take. Maybe the director wasn't happy about it. So there were multiple instances like that, which is absolutely fine, right? It's not a negative at all, right? Because again, the show is made for TV. The main awkward thing that I want to talk about is many there were many artists there, right? We were seated a little, actually very close because we are in the front seat, and if we look down, we see the artists directly. So if I literally call one of them, they will be able to hear. right? But I'm not that kind of fan, right? But anyway, what's awkward is that there are so many artists there, and unfortunately, they were just there. You know, yeah, there were interviews a little bit from here and there from Elijah and the other guy. I forgot the names. I'm so bad with names, guys. But yeah, some artists were just there. You know, I was really hoping. I was so hyped for me to see some. Like obviously as a P-pop fan, I was so hyped to see G22. I was looking forward for them to perform, but they were just there, right? Um, yeah, BGYO did perform. That's great. Beanie did perform too, but there's a lot more artists that didn't get to perform. You know, and it's just a shame. And I know maybe it's time constraints, but it's a little bit awkward to me because a lot of artists also, like, you know, I mean, they were just there. I mean, minsan I have a little bit of a meron akong awa. Meron na awa ako konti, 'di ba? Kasi nga some didn't most yeah, they were just there. They didn't win any awards, you know. But it is what it is, man. It was clearly indicated in the awarding, the criteria of the of judging, like how they select the winners, and it's all fair, you know. And you know who won deserved it. No questions, guys. All right. Ayun lang. Nakakalungkot lang yung iba nandun lang sila. Right? That was the only awkward thing that I wanted to talk about, right? So, yeah. And that's me as a perspective of a fan. You know, I'm not saying na, hey, yo, my opinion matters. No, it doesn't. It's not. This is my YouTube channel. It's just my opinion, okay? But I'm so happy that SB19 won almost all of the awards. Like, oh man, it's insane. I'm just so happy right now. I still couldn't move on. Also, having that said, you know, having the many artists didn't win thing said, they, I believe, could use more of categories, you know. They in my opinion, they should have added more categories. I think the awards were too few. There are many more things that needs to be awarded, right? Like if you think about it, I'm thinking on top of my head, composer of the year wasn't there, right? You know, maybe there should be a composer of the year next time. Maybe MV of the year, music video of the year. There are so many amazing music videos out there, from OPM, right? Solo artists of the year, there's nothing like that. Maybe a soundtrack of the year, right? There's a lot of OPM songs that got used as a soundtrack, and maybe they should award the soundtracks that did well, right? Also, girl group of the year, female artist of the year, male artist of the year, boy group of the year, right? Most improved artist of the year, you know, or whatever that may be. But maybe, yeah, they could use some more categories like that para naman mabigyan yung iba, right? Also, the last thing that I want to say is that the performers were all amazing. Oh my gosh, man. It was the first night I've ever experienced where there's so many big wigs in one place. Like, oh my goodness, like wherever you look, there's like celebrities everywhere, and they're just hanging out there, and it's just a joy to see, you know. SB19 hanging out with Cup of Joe, you know, with G22, you know, Moro Beats was there, Glock 9, Apple the App, like everybody was there, man. Vision, Alamat was there. What a night. And I just hope that they perform, right? I really hope they get a chance to perform, you know, exposure man lang sana, because these guys are talented as hell, right? But yeah, the performers were all amazing. What surprised me the most, guys, was Maxi Andreessen, because I just discovered him when I was doing P-pop radio, you know, a few days ago. One of you guys requested his song, and I was so amazed by him. And I didn't know that he does that kind of thing, you know, drag. He did so freaking well, man. His vocals were insane. Like, it's what a show that he put up there. Dude is like so powerful. Like, what the hell? Yeah, Maxi, I'm a fan, man. That is sick. Okay, Glock 9's Upuan though was a crowd favorite in my opinion. Like when it start, when the intro of the song just started playing, people were just yes, yeah. What a timely song, right? So people were singing from start to end. Glock 9's Upuan, yeah, because you know what's happening in our country, right? Oh, I really wished I could have seen more P-pop groups perform though, right? I was especially looking forward for G22. Sayang. Sayang. Anyway, that's my whole reaction or review to the whole thing. P-pop. No, the Filipino Music Awards. I hope it happens next time again. It was a well done show. It was so organized. It was prestigious. It was high class. It was social. The DJ really, the DJ, the host really did well. Her wardrobe change were amazing. She was gorgeous. Yeah, good job. Everyone that is involved in the Filipino Music Awards. Congratulations to you all. You guys did well. The winners, congratulations to you all. The non-winners, still congratulations and thank you for raising up the OPM music, because now we are already noticed by the world. Filipinos are talented. So yeah, that is my reaction, guys. You guys were bugging me. That's everything I have to say. So I'm gonna have to cut this live. I'm gonna go live again because I want to check out those damn first take reactions and also the highlights of the FMAs. We're gonna check that out in a bit, guys. Okay, see ya. Bye.